Okay, this is Larry, and I'm going to do a quick once over in the car to familiarize you and your buddy on some of the details. Let's see, let's start off with this right here. This is located obviously in the engine compartment, but right up front, and it is your level for your cooling fluid, which goes to your supercharger. And it's kind of dark in there, but you just want to make sure that you can actually see the level. Everything checks out there. I usually rotate everything around so it's facing forward, just to make things simple. Let me turn some lights on. These two switches, which are located underneath the hood, operate a series of your engine compartment lights. Obviously this, which is the first switch, will turn on your lower blue lights, which get down deep in the engine, including up on your dampener, up at the front corners, all the way around. And you've got two overheads which shine down onto the supercharger. And if I turn that off, this is your main service lights, which are blue emanating from the side, white shining down, which capture the top part of your engine, so at nighttime you can check your oil. This is the breather cap. It's also your oil fill cap. It's got little knobs on it that you just rotate and lift out, and that's your oil fill. Be careful where you set that breather, because oil does blow back through it that way, and you don't want to get oil all over your car or something you don't want to have. So let me turn everything on so we have better coverage here. This right here is your line lock solenoid, and that line lock basically runs up here and hooks in to your anti-lock brake module, and this line lock controls your front brakes. That's primarily used at the drag strip to warm up your rear tires. And it's operated by two switches, and those switches are located inside. I've got it on a battery charger, by the way, just getting everything topped off for you. Those switches are located right here, just beneath your gear shift. And there are two of them, because one of them is going, I gotta put the key in it so you can see how it operates. The furthest one back, which is going to be a blue light, that arms the system. That means you are ready to engage your line locks. If that is off and you try to engage your line locks, absolutely nothing happens. So it's a combination switch. Some dragsters, they prefer to use momentary switches, which to me are a hassle, because you have to keep that depressed the whole time you're doing your burnout, etc. So that's why this has got the dual switch system installed. To operate this, you arm your system, you depress your brakes as hard as you can. You push your brakes all the way down, then you come back and hit that switch, and a red light will show up. Okay, I'm going to pretend that red light's still on. So basically, while you've got everything engaged, your foot is completely depressed, you engage it, then you can release the pedal, pull it down into second gear, and let out on the clutch, and you will begin your burnout. That will keep your front brake system completely engaged and locked, and it releases the rear brakes, so you're not wearing or fighting your rear brakes against your drive line. So It is a front drive line lock. Now, you don't want to ever have that system armed for over 45 seconds in a row, because it will burn out that solenoid. And that's why there's two switches. So when you're just cruising around, keep everything off. When you're at the drag strip, when you're in the staging area, arm it. When you pull up into the water boxes and they give you the signal, you go ahead and depress that brake hard, engage it, release your brake, release your clutch, and when you're done doing your burnout, keep the wheels spinning, turn the system off, and then basically you're gonna go scooting forward. You don't ever want to just come to a complete stop in that water box. You want to actually burn out away from the water box. So that's why you release it while you're still spinning, and it'll gradually move forward, and then you go into the hole and your hot rubber will stick to the track like nobody's business. So that is your line lock operation. And as you see, I've already got the extra wheels. There's some in the back too, and your set of 2 front tires are already loaded in the car, ready to go. The roll bar operates, there's a pin that just simply depresses, excuse me while I get it lined up, just depresses right through there. It's just a thumb lock, so it won't come out until you press the thumb lock, and then it comes right out. And if you choose to completely remove the bar, it takes 2 9/16 wrenches. You take out, hold the bottom, and turn the top, and out it'll come, and you can store these away. Personally, I've gotten very accustomed to having the roll bar in there, and it makes for a nice armrest in there, makes everything nice and secure for you. So that's your line lock system. Now, this is your fast lane pipeline air cleaner, and I left the key on. I was wondering why the fans were blowing. Okay, your fast lane pipeline is drawing air. As you can see, it goes down right in front of that wheel, and you can actually get to it from down beneath just simply by jacking it up. It does have a water boot on it, so you know, you can go out in moist weather without worrying about dragging a bunch of water up into it, but this has never really been in that kind of weather, so hasn't been an issue. This is your belt. They recommend using Goodyear Gator belts, which reduces the risk of slippage. In the trunk, you will find a book that actually has the wrapper for that, so you can get the number off of that. There's also a spare belt in the trunk, but it is one size larger, and the reason for that is if you're ever out on the road and you want to change that belt out, a little bit looser belt is a whole lot easier to do. Putting this tight belt on is a 2-person operation, because you need to get in here with a big wrench to take that pressure off of it. So a little bit looser belt you could probably put on by yourself on the highway, on the side of the highway if need be. Obviously, the windshield washer container, and the pump for that is located here on the side. This is an RX catch can, and the purpose of a catch can is you want to evacuate all of the gaseous oils and byproducts